That was really funny. I was like, what the hell is that? I was like, oh, I forgot to put it on repeat. Yeah. I'd love to play regular music, but, or I don't know, regular music, but I think the only safe bet, honestly, is game music because I'm dual casting to YouTube as well. And Restream doesn't let you separate the sounds, so anyway. Lena Koino, you can call me Lay, you can call me Lena. I am your reluctant psychopomp, and today we are just chatting. It's gonna be kind of a short stream, if I'm gonna be honest. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope your week has been going all right. Um, I'll talk more about my week in a little bit, but first of all, I wanna just thank everybody who has been here with me. Um, I'm really happy to be here with all of you. I really am. If I'm low energy today, well, I guess I'll just talk about that now. I had something really serious happen last night. Um, Extremely serious, and I'm okay, and I'm safe, and my family is safe, and we're okay. But it was really difficult, and I'm not gonna be for obvious reasons. I'm not gonna go into it, but I'm in a hard place right now, and I'm having a hard time. Having a hard time. I'm gonna be okay. Again, I have Beak, I have Mari, I have my two siblings, I have the two of them. I have both of them, and they've always supported me, and they're looking out for me, and they're taking care of me, and they're making sure that I am safe, and they're making sure that, I'm going to be okay. I'm a little bit banged up, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. But again, I am okay. And so I don't want anybody to worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. I made a post earlier on Blue Sky. I said, I think for so many people, VTubing is an escape, it's freedom. You don't live where you live. Things are complicated, but in ways that can't touch or hurt you. Vicarious. I know sometimes it feels that way for me. I feel trapped by so many things, but I can be free here with you. And I mean that. I mean that. I mean every word of that. I've talked before about how VTubing started out as like you know, it's just a thing. It was a way for me to preserve memories. It was a way for me to express myself and be a little bit more creative and like do stuff outside of my day job, which was kind of just killing my spirit bit by bit, and still kind of is, but what do you expect when you are a reluctant psychopomp, right? um but yeah, VTubing has kind of it's very quickly, because of my diagnosis, because of how my life has shifted around my health, because of things that have shifted in my domestic life. It has become a reprieve, a sanctuary, and an escape for me, and I want to give my all to it, because it's really one of the only things that's holding me down right now, besides Beak and Mari. And so I'm really grateful to every single person who shows up. Sorry, hold on. I am very appreciative every single one of you who hangs out with me, who makes memories with me. Thank you for seeing me. Anyway, I don't want to be too much of a bummer. Hold on. So, something really fun. Sorry. Something really fun and exciting. We finally got the Discord set up, and this is, I guess, my officially announcing it. I kind of posted it on my Blue Sky. I'm not going to be posting it on my Twitter. Twitter is kind of... I'll talk about that in a second. But I posted my Blue Sky. I did delete the post after a while. I do ask that people be a little bit more sensitive when interacting with certain things when it comes to me, like being psyched about connecting with more people who are from the Pacific Islands. Not everything has to be a bit, and not everything has to be like a joke. I'm genuinely excited to see people who are from the Pacific around. And that doesn't mean that like I'm more excited to see them than anybody else, but it is like, it's exciting because like I feel like there's not a lot of us. There's just not a lot of us. So it's exciting. So I kind of ask that people not make it's too much of a bit, if I'll be honest. But the Discord is up. It looks so nice. If you type in ~Discord, you should get a link there if you are interested. Granted, the link only works when I'm live, because that's when the plugin is working. Hold on a second, I'll type it in for oh, there you go. Thank you, Beak. Did someone say Discord? That's it. So I have to update the link every like 7 days or something, because it doesn't automatically go. But if you type ~Discord from this point on, there will be a link which pops up, as long as I remember to update it. Because we don't have a permanent link yet, but maybe someday. I'm surprised at how many people are already in there. I'm very grateful. I'm very flattered. I'm very humbled. I'm very humbled. I'm very humbled. And I want to give my best for all of you. I really do. And I'm going to. I promise. I promise. So thank you for your continued support. Thank you for caring about me, for showing up, for being here, for checking in, for taking the plunge. I'm not here as often, but glad to help even in a small way. Continue to hope for good things for you and yours. Glad that you get the chance to do things to bring you peace and joy. Thank you so much, Cadmium. And it's nice to see you. Hi, Cadmium. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Aloha. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so the Discord's up. If you want to join, you can join. If not, it's fine. I'm just so happy to be here. Again, I'm probably not going to be posting. I'll probably post the link on Blue Sky again later. We post food and animal pics. That's right. People have been posting so much cool music. There's somebody in there, Shan, who's wonderful, has been posting a bunch of Bollywood music for me to listen to, and I've been listening to it. It's been so fun. Shan has a lot of birthdays. Happy birthday, Shan. I've already sold her happy birthday, but I'm going to say it. But yeah, it's exciting. All my emotes are in there. You know, there's stickers, there's rolls, there's all kinds of stuff. I was really worried that it was going to be like, I was worried it would be cluttered, or you know what I mean, or like full of stuff that might not get used, but I think it's got a good balance, if I'm honest. You know, we've got them made. So when you enter, you'll be immediately presented with the rules. Your click be a homie, which is a play on words, because there's homie and hoa in Hawaiian, olelo Hawaii, it means friend, yeah? So that's why It's like, yeah, homie, homie. Um, yeah, I just, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we got it going. I was really nervous about it, and I think people remember I was like, I don't know. I think I'll just do if I get to 1,000 if I get to 1,000 followers on Twitch. But I was very strongly urged to make one because they were like, people need somewhere to land, and people are already asking for it. And I was like, okay, all right. I guess it's not that scary, you know. And it's been really nice so far. I mean, it's been really chill, and it's pretty secure, and so I'm really happy about that. Just make sure to click like be a homie, and then that'll basically say you're agreeing to the rules, and then I'll pop you all the way through. You know what I mean? To the rest of the server. Yippee! Among other things I'm like a little ridiculously proud of in a silly way, I made a thumbnail for my current Subnautica 1 playthrough, which is inspired by C-Lab 2021. It's on my Blue Sky. You go to my media post, I think it's like the most recent media post. I said the playlist is up, but obviously I haven't completed the game, so it's not completed. I am going to be picking up Subnautica again, like more again. I will keep playing Subnautica 1. We're going to play it all the way through because I'm having a great time with it. Mari, thank you so much for taking the plunge. Aloha. Oh, right. I'm so sorry. And, Neo and Eli also, thank you for taking the plunge. I meant to thank you earlier, and then, like, it promptly, like, my brain got swept away, and I had a little bit of emotional, and I apologize for that. Hi. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm kind of like, oh man, I can't wait for an excuse to make a thumbnail where I like redraw myself as like Peggy Hill or Luann or something like that. That'd be so funny. Luann would be cute, I think. Or maybe Connie. Connie might be super cute. Who else? But Peggy's really funny. Peggy's really funny. Hi, Shonen. Oh, thank you so much for taking the plunge. But yeah, so the Discord's up. If you type !Discord, obviously it's pinned at the top. You will get, from now on, there will be a link to the Discord. Join if you want. There's no pressure. If no can, then no can. No worries. It's no worries. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to see you all. I'm happy to have you all to come home to. Sorry. Anyway, like I said, I'll post the link to the Discord again on my Blue Sky. I had it up a couple days ago, and then I took it down because I want to be careful. I don't want to just like have it out there for extended periods of time. So I'll post it every now and then. So yeah, after the stream is concluded, I will post it in case anybody misses it and misses the stream or whatever. I'm not going to be posting it on Twitter. Twitter's been interesting. It's a strange sort of thing. It's very awkward that people will just outright, like, they'll start engaging with you and you're like, oh my god, we're having a nice conversation. And then they'll be like, follow back. And I'm like, or like follow, or want to be, maybe they haven't even followed me yet. And they're just like, and then they hit me like a sentence deep and they're like, mutuals, and it feels like a threat. And I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to dip my toes in the water and, you know, let's just calm down. Let's just back off. Let's lean off me a little bit. Fuck. If it's not obvious, I don't do follow for follow. I follow mostly artists that I'm interested in potentially commissioning, and people who are my close friends, and people I've like talked to on a personal level. It's not anything, it's not like I hate people or anything. It's just like, it's how I curate my feed, you know what I mean? But I still interact with people, and I do still check up on people who, admittedly, even if I'm not following you, if we interact a lot, I probably still check your feed. I'll probably just look you up and be like, I wonder how they're doing, and I'll just see how you're doing, you know? So this, I don't know, it feels, I'm still navigating social media. I'm not great at it, and I apologize if anything I do seems offensive or hurtful. Be my friend now. I know, literally, what the hell? Calm down. It's scary. It's very like, it feels like a threat. It really does. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna be posting the link the Discord link to Twitter for the time being. But because Blue Sky is still going to be my mainstay. I think it's remarkable to me that I don't know. I feel like it's amazing to me how people are like, I don't know. I just like Blue Sky better. I feel better about Blue Sky. I've run into much nicer people on Blue Sky, but then again, maybe I'm just really good at curating my experiences. I don't know. I don't know. But I do have my Twitter. I'm not going to be getting Twitter Premium. I'm not going to be doing any of that stuff. If I'm networking on hard mode, then I'm networking on hard mode. You know, it is what it is. In the wise words of Mari, of hello underscore telemari, Esquire. Um, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing Subnautica again with you guys. I'm going through my current list. I'm wondering if I should make the list of games that I'm interested in playing public for you guys, or, but like I also worry that I worry about expectations, so maybe not. But there are things that have been suggested to me that I am going to be playing and mixing in with Subnautica and getting a feel for. I am going to be a little bit more discerning. Like, while I really enjoyed the premise of Control, I thought the gameplay of Control, it didn't suit me. The gameplay of Control did not suit me, and I was not interested in how they were attempting to lay out the story. I think that it suffered from a lot of different gameplay issues that just didn't sit right with me. So I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna be playing games that definitely fit my vibe, and then I'll mix in a game or two and see if that works. And if it doesn't fit my vibe, I'm probably just not gonna keep playing it. Also because like I enjoy deep diving into stories and speculation and looking into like the human nature of a lot of the characters, for lack of a better term, human nature. And I didn't get that, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Control, for suddenly catching strays. I didn't get that from Control. There was not. It was all a lot of it was very surface level. There was nothing to really dive into. It was very like, the most amount of intrigue or anything that there was like the original director's motivations, or like what happened, like how the hiss came to be. Otherwise, everything was very like straightforward. Like it was very, very straightforward. I was like, okay. And it's not that I need to be deceived or anything for something to be a good game or a good story, but I do think that it just didn't dive into the human condition a lot, because I think, as I said before, I just couldn't find myself capable of caring about the main character until like the very end of the game. Like, the end of the game was the best part of the game, because there was a lot more stuff. Things were moving a little bit more quick. It didn't feel like a drag. It didn't feel like things were being purposefully extended, which, like, I did talk to, I think, Harpy at the time, and she agreed that like a lot of this, it was released during a time when games were like intentionally sort of dragging things out, adjust the way things are upgraded and purchased and whatever the hell. It was a very specific time. And maybe if it was made today, it would be made today or even earlier than it would have been different. I don't know that I'm going to be playing not Control 2. I don't know, but I will look into it. We'll see. But I'm not making any promises, because while the premise of Control is cool, and I love the SCP idea, I love SCPs and stuff like that, I feel like it can't just be that. A story can't just be the cool explosions in the background. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be like the immediate horror. There has to be some kind of intrigue or meaning behind these things, and I just don't. Unfortunately, and no offense to the people who worked very hard on Control, I just don't know that they executed that well for me. And I realize that Control is a very beloved game, and I profusely apologize to the people that I am potentially offending. It is not for me. These are simply my opinions, but again, I am not a monolith. I am human, I am fallible, and I am wrong a lot of the time. there are also some games that, if anything, I might have enjoyed it more if I was playing it by myself and I could just lock in and not think too much about it. You know what I mean? So I might play Control 2 by myself. I might play Control, the original Control, by myself and replay it. Like, we'll see. But there are games that people have suggested to me that I am interested in that I might just play off stream. A lot of people were like, oh, would you stream, you like Elden Ring? Would you stream Elden Ring? And it's like, no, because that's a for me type of game. You know what I mean? I will talk about Elden Ring all day long, but it is a for me type of game, if that makes sense. That is a game that I want to experience one-on-one. And it's something personal. It's just some games I think are best for, I think that, there are some things we should all kind of keep for ourselves, and that's all there is. Oh, anyway. It's been a long past 24 hours. This week started off, my weeks have been starting off on such high notes, and then they explode to like a million pieces. And I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be okay. And I am humbled by all of your presence and grateful and thankful to have you all to come home to. And I thank you for keeping me steady and for allowing me this space to just be myself and to yap and ramble and go off on tangents and be vulnerable and cry and thank you. I didn't think streaming could change my life as much as it has, but it has. And part of me is like, oh, I wish I started doing this sooner, but I think I'm doing this at the time when I needed to do it. I think now is the right time for me to be doing this. Because there's a very real possibility that I might not have met many of you. You might not be watching me right now. We might not have been able to have the laughs and shared joys and expressions of life experience that we've had. And I wouldn't trade that. Starting sooner, no, I'm glad that I started now. Oh, thank you for the little heart. Anyway. Oh, I'm a little exhausted and I'm very, very hungry. So, I'm so sorry that this stream is going to be a short one. But again, happy tiny announcement. Yay, Discord's up. Again, I know I've said this like 5 different times, but you don't have to join if you don't want to. But if you do, I can't wait to see you in there. You don't always say much or appear that constantly, but always glad to have met you because of your stream. Thank you so much, Tonkatsu. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you too. Can't wait to see my next stream. Made a Discord account just to join. Woohoo! Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you, Neil. That's very sweet of you. All right, everybody. I think that's going to be it for me for now. I need to rest. My body is really hurting right now. Again, I'll be okay, I promise. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. We're gonna raid out. Let's raid into, I think Van Duo's streaming, and Van Duo is always doing some cool, chill stuff. So let's raid Van Duo. We're gonna raid Van Duo. Yay! She's doing art. Everybody say hi to Van Duo. Alright, I love you all. Aloha. Ahui ho. Malama pono. I will see you very soon. I'll see you soon. I promise.